talk about the Nick Cannon and Professor Griff, the apology that I actually saw today with Rabbi Abraham Cooper. I hope I'm saying his name right. But yeah, man, I don't know if you got a chance to see it.
I just saw clips of both the Professor Griff and the Rabbi.
I was disappointed, honestly. I do feel that Nick Cannon was trying to get to some understanding. I don't think it's just kind of funny, especially in the climate that we're in, going back to like the interview they had with Professor Griff. And just like with Professor Griff, I was listening to him and him and Brother Rich had a little something about Magic, Black Magic 363.
Oh, okay.
And he was basically talking about this. I didn't know what Nick was going to do. This was recorded like a year ago. And he released it. He just released it out. Recently. I think it was recently. But yeah, he's like, that was a year ago. I didn't know what he was going to do with that. And so we got a lot of people on that side, people attacking him for the apology. People, the Jewish people attacking him for what he said. So he's kind of like under like a lot of the fire. So, but looking at the Rabbi Abraham Cooper's interview, like since Black, especially Nick Cannon talked about Farrakhan a lot. Him like pretty much they like immediately at the interview.
Come on Instagram, yeah. There you go.
Right. Immediately after the interview, it was like, well, that Louis Farrakhan guy, he didn't call him Farrakhan. Like, that Louis Farrakhan guy is a bad guy. Like, off rip. And it's like, but we're talking about what I thought we were talking about. What was stated between Professor Griff and Nick Cannon.
Right.
And then the fact that he also equated Louis Farrakhan to Hitler. I'm like, wait a minute now. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry on that, dude. Like, yeah. I mean, you can say what you will. Like, if Louis Farrakhan, he might come off a little extreme, but at the same time, he's not coming around like rounding up Jews and putting them in like concentration camps or anything of that nature. Rounding up white people and putting them. But it's just so funny that like, oh, you got to stay away from that person.
The only difference between Farrakhan and Nick Cannon is that Farrakhan is willing to say what Nick Cannon said without apologizing. Farrakhan will tell you, this is my opinion, that, these people were barbaric and these people were this and that and these people were that, and that's it. That is what it is. He just stating facts. And you never really see Farrakhan going in, well, I apologize. I don't want to upset my white brothers and sisters. I mean, Farrakhan is just like, no, this is what it is.
Well, the thing of it is because there are a lot of reasons for that. Farrakhan has his own paper.
Yeah.
So they're not going to shut him up.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's why he ain't really been. And don't get me wrong, Farrakhan ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's a lot of things that back in the day that he has done and things and that nature. But even then, I think as far as like what we have right now, I think what we need to do, especially as Black people, we really need to just stick together. The people that are calling this anti-Semitic mess. Right. You know what I'm saying? I say, I mean, we be careful, but I think we keep hitting them with it, because to me, in my opinion, if we keep hitting them with it, honestly, it's kind of showing their hand. Right. In all honesty, because that's another thing about the interview too. I don't think the man really addressed or talked about like, okay, hey, we all make mistakes. I'm sorry. We understand that you apologize. He kept going back to the Holocaust, which I thought that was fine. it kept on going back to this one guy named Wyatt Wansop, which he kind of stood up into like the Nazis. What is it? The Nazis camp and whatnot. You know, as far as like yeah, and then like he built the office like in Vienna. You know, like where they were at. I mean, which is cool. And he just kind of kept going back to that. But it's like, okay, but can you pull from other examples?
Right.
Can you pull from something else? And then on top of that, you know, pulling, you know, and don't get me wrong, I don't think it was like a pissing match about, oh, my people suffered more, these people suffered more.
Right.
But he did have to admit, like, you know, due to the Nazis, I mean, due to the Jewish folks having survivors to pass on their traditions, and black people didn't really have that because we don't know who we are.
Right.
You know, you know what I'm saying? He had, Mr. Cooper had to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of good. But then, you know, to come up here on the platform and say, you know, I hate evil, you know, we're against evil, you know, but, you know what I'm saying, but you're going to, you know what I'm saying, tear down other people's characters, you know, and I think, and I think what Nick was doing, and I'm kind of use this from Boys for Rockets, that he was the bridge, you know, he was trying to be a bridge maker, you know, bridge builder, and try to come across, you know, like, hey, if we're all being treated wrong by white supremacy, and if we're all, you know, why aren't we loking up and coming together? Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting each other? Or why are we fighting other certain groups of people to keep certain people down? You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't we coming together? You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, it was kind of a lot to unpack. At first, I was like, ugh, but, you know, I just kind of stomached it and kind of listened, you know, listen to the points.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, we'll see. I mean, you know, I think that, you know, as far as the apology goes, you know, I think Nick Cannon was just more so trying not to get canceled, you know, in this cancel culture, you know what I mean? Because, pretty much that's all it is nowadays. If you don't apologize, we're gonna cancel you.
But it's like he gotta go on but that's another thing too, like, dang, do I gotta go on an apologizing tour for like
yeah,
look,
that's what they made Kevin Hart do.
I mean,
I know you apologize, but we just need to hear it 10 more times. If you say it 10 more times, we'll be good.
And that's pretty much on the interview too. Like he said, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend them. My intent wasn't to hurt anybody, you know, blase. But the man, he was like, it's not like, okay, hey, you know, if you're coming from a place of love, you know, like he said that he was from, I didn't hear one time like, hey man, you know, it's all right, you know, we all make mistakes, you know, just use this as a teaching and a learning, you know, teaching that, you know,
right.
I just didn't get that vibe from this guy, you know.
Yeah, and I don't know, man, you know. But like you said, it is what it is, you know. We'll see where it goes from here. I know, you know, everybody's saying that Diddy has been trying to get him on Revolt, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. I think that he's trying to secure Wild 'N Out before he goes over there. So hopefully he gets that show, because that is his show. You would not have that show without him. You know, you can do it, but the numbers are probably not going to do good, because, you know what I mean, it's his style of comedy, it's his brand, you know what I mean, it's everything that you know, you can tell that's his personality.
Did you see the memes with Gary Owen talking about him being the new host? The Gary Owen joint?
Gary Owen is a fool.
Them was talking about like, I'm gonna do the whole Wild Out thing. We're gonna have Justin Timberlake over here and fucking like X-Who the strippers, like X-Who the waitresses.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, he was obviously joking, but you know what I'm saying. But man, it was just funny.
Man, you know, we gotta talk about a lot of stuff, man, and we gotta talk about Kanye in a little bit, but I want to talk about the verses real quick, if y'all okay with that. Just want to remind y'all that tonight is the night. We got, yes sir, we got Dog versus Dog, DMX against Snoop Dogg.
Oh, wow.
Yippee yo, yippee yay. So, we're going to see what happened now. I ain't going to lie. I already got a little bit of a bias. I'm more of an X fan. I like both of them. Snoop is one of the dopest artists out there as far as hip-hop goes. But I like X's hypeness and aggression. I'm from New York, so I kind of like that more, style. You know what I mean? Snoop got some dope hits, but I'm already kind of swinging for X, my man from Yonkers. You know what I mean? I remember when Cat Williams years ago did a joke about DMX. He was like, he said they were out in a restaurant, and he was like, why did he holler about everything? He talking about hey yo bitch, come over here and give me some water and some lemon.
Here's the wall.
Yo, he a fool, man. But yeah, Snoop Dogg, he got some hits on his hand, but I don't know, man. I guess it depends on what you like more, you know what I mean? So we shall see. But it goes on tonight on IG Live versus TV channel, and I think they're doing it on Apple Music as well.
Yeah, they just secured that partnership.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
That's gonna be nice, man. I'm gonna tune in and watch that, and just enjoy my night, man, because I'm always up for some good music, especially those classic hits. You know what I mean? So, what you think about it? Who you think of? Who you going for?
I told you, man. Snoop Double G, man. I mean, I like them, and I like X. I'm it is cool that he get back out there. But as far as like I said, man, I mean, Snoop had Dre, probably arguably one of the best hip hop producers. Then on top of that, like Snoop's got current stuff. Snoop's got stuff that he's done like around that same time, that same era that DMX was out there.
Yeah.
I don't think Snoop really had, he had a couple of hiccups, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, Snoop was out first, but DMX wasn't far behind. He was only like 2 or 3 years after Snoop. But yeah, that's gonna be a tough one, man. But like I said, I think it just depends on what you like, what's your favorite type of music. But I'm just excited for it, man. I'm just ready to see it and see how it go. I feel like DMX is gonna be just doing a whole bunch of talking. Yo, Snoop, let me tell you, what up? Just always barking.
Hey, let me tell you about the record. So me and my boys, me and my dogs, we came in and we did the record. And you know what I'm saying? And we tried to, let me show you how we do it.
I was with the Locks, and we almost had to poke Mike. Like, yo, Snoop, I'm gonna hit you with one of my hardest songs, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That would be hilarious.
Yo,
that would be hilarious.
I died, yo. I mean, I'm glad X was in the spirit, but that was funny when he did that, man.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. He the one that he made that like so hard though.
Right.
Like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Come on.
What? Yeah, man, that's my dude, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And we still got me and Howie's versus battle number 2 coming. We still haven't solidified our date yet, but it's coming. Trust me. We will give y'all fair warning, but it's going to be within the next week to week and a half. So it's coming. We had a lot of fun doing it the first time, and I'm ready to do it again. You know what I mean?
Clean all my damn daddy's rack.
I got a squad that's like all Madden. You know what I mean? I'm about to release the beast on them. You know what I mean? So I'm ready for that. But anyway, let's wrap things up and talk about Kanye, I guess, and his campaign. Now, if y'all haven't seen it, there's a clip out there where basically how I was about to say Howie. Kanye is addressing some of his people on his campaign, and he brings up Harriet Tubman, and then he goes, "Well, technically, Harriet Tubman didn't really free the slaves. She just helped them to go work for other white people." And it was just like, oh God, dude, what are you doing? Now, some people say Kanye is more of a genius because he's doing this to just get some buzz popping.
Yeah.
But I really don't think so. I think, I don't know. Now, I may be wrong, but I just think it's something with his medication. Either he's getting too much of something or not enough of something. But, I don't know what to think, man, because then there was one clip where he was crying about because he almost killed his daughter. Did you see that one?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they didn't show the whole thing, but they was just in the same speech. Later on, he was like, "I almost killed my daughter. God, I almost killed him." Everybody's just sitting there like, okay.
Yeah, that was they were saying too. Like a lot of people, they were kind of watching this. They were going to see it just to see him train wreck.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, we
going to watch the train wreck happen. But I mean, I don't know what to think, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain thing about the Harriet Tubman thing, like, that he said that was kind of like, okay, in a sense he's right as far as, but that was better than those people. And I want to shout out Urban X because it's kind of like where I'm getting this from. But at the same time, it's like it kind of does make sense because at that day and time, that's all they had. Like, what I'm saying? They couldn't, what I'm saying? That's something that that they thought was important. What I'm saying? It wasn't like they were trying to like, oh, we got into slavery and got into more slavery, but at least they ain't beating us. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I mean, I think that's all it was.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I think I understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah,
I think what he's trying to say is that she didn't 100% free anybody.
Yeah,
they were still kind of under control of other people because they still had to go and work for other people.
Yeah,
they didn't have their own freedom as far as being able to work for themselves and their own financial freedom and their own freedom to do this. They were still having to be subjective to the white man's world.
Yeah,
in that sense. So no, she did not 100% free the slaves in that sense, but nobody said she ever did. The only thing they said was she facilitated a way for them to get out of that physical bondage.
Yeah, and
so that they can get to a place where they didn't have to worry about always getting their ass whooped just because they didn't pick enough cotton or some dumb shit.
Boy, you didn't pick enough. You had to go in there and tote that damn line. Talking about the gun line, boss.
So yeah, it's like, I mean, but I think Kanye, I think that's just the way his mind works. So I think he just has a tendency to come off the very wrong. And so, I think that's all he was trying to say, but I mean, it's like you making somebody sound bad by saying Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves.
Yeah.
She still was pivotal in these people getting free. Of course she couldn't free everybody, but she opened doors and tons of people went through it. So, she still did an extremely great job.
She did what she did, yeah.
So yeah, we're not just going to downplay her in that sense, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah, and like I said, it just that was that generation, and that's all that's all they were working on.
Yeah, that's the best they could do. We got out of one part of our bondage, and it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad at them. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, Harriet Tubman didn't do enough," because she didn't help them become financially free. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she didn't help them build wealth.
Yeah. Harriet Tubman did the first portfolio.
Right. She should have known better. You gotta diversify.
Diversify them bombs.
But I mean, I think he's always gonna have problems with that because he's always gonna come off the wrong way. So even if he was to win the presidency, he turned out to be another Trump. because he's gonna always say these inflammatory remarks that people are gonna be looking at him like, what? What are you even talking about?
Yep.
So, you know, he just, you know, in his quest to not be filtered, I think he feels like he should be able to say whatever he wants. And I get it, you know what I mean? But you still have to understand who you're talking to, know your audience, you know what I mean? If you know your audience, you know how to address your audience. To speak at elementary school, I know how I got to speak to these kids. If I go to a retirement community and I'm giving a speech to them, I got to speak on a different level. You know what I mean? So I can't be like, well, I should be free to say whatever the hell I want to say in front of these kids. Fuck these kids. You know what I mean?
Little Junior, fuck you, son.
Right. Like when Dave Chappelle did the crackhead at the school. Like, children, that was the first time I sucked a dick for crack.
You won't be the last.
He said, what he said, you know what it tastes like? It tastes just like it smells. Delicious.
The dog food.
Yo.
But yeah, man, it's just like, but like you said, it's just like, you know, you gotta be careful, you know, what the power you have. But at the same time, though, like I said, I think, you know, Kanye is, I still feel that he's a genius in a certain sense.
Yeah.
Because he kind of walks that thin line.
Yeah.
I will say that I think him getting the doing this, he just trying to do that to get the stunt. And then on top of that, you know, he got the new album's coming out. He got a new album coming out too.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
I think a lot of it's because of
just
that.
To create some buzz around that. I mean, and he might be, like I said, he might be clout chasing a little bit. I don't know, man, but I don't recommend that to anybody. You know what I mean? So just let your music speak for itself. You know what I mean? You already got a reputation for good music. So if you're still just as good as you were, and if you totally you feel, you know, secure in that, when you put out music, people gonna buy that shit anyway.
Yep.
Just like people like Beyonce. She don't have to go around saying, I'm about to drop an album, I need to create some buzz. She'll just drop that shit and you're like, oh shit. An album just came out by Beyonce an hour ago. We ain't even know nothing about it. And everybody just runs to Apple and Google and buys the shit.
And Tidal.
Yeah, Tidal, all of that. So,
we
you
might
know.
be getting a partnership with them.
Exactly. But when you're a good artist, people don't care. They're going to buy your music. You know what I mean? But if we get that partnership, yeah.
Nah, I'm just
saying, we never know. One day.
I'm just talking about my
We love you, Tidal. We love you, Apple Music and Google. We love all y'all. Hire us. Hire us.
They gonna be like, nah.
Hire us.
Nah, I don't know. They gonna be like, nah, we can't have two Negroes up here. One of y'all gonna have to step. I'm like, God damn.
But yeah, man. I certainly, I don't care how black Kanye is. I couldn't vote for him for nobody's president. He's not stable to me. He's just not stable. And I just, you know,
I mean, our current leader in chief doesn't appear.
He ain't stable either.
And then the running mate for on the blue side, hell, he ain't as stable neither. So I mean, it's like, this is crazy, man. We got crazy, insane, mental fucks ruling the world.
Yeah, Trump is funny, man. His little campaign ads against Biden be funny to me, man, because he be trying to say Biden is too old because he in his 70s. How old is Trump again? Am I not wrong when he's not? When I say he's in his fucking 70s as well. You in your 70s too, bro. You just because you were lesser 70 than him don't mean shit. You 2 steps away from death.
I'm just, you know, one day younger than him. So
you know,
he's
the old guy.
He's the old guy. I'm the new guy. New ideas.
I just don't get it. And then, you know, he be throwing out. Did we lose Facebook? Or is it just going dark?
Oh, it might be the
battery.
Yeah, it might be the battery. That's my fault.
Yeah, I think it's still recording though.
Yeah, but Yeah, so, but I mean, that's the thing, though. And even with, and the whole thing with the whole stance of like, Biden wants to defund the police.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm not buying. Yeah, he never really
said in an interview. He said, "I'm not going to defund the police." Because a lot of his followers got mad at him for that. They was like, "Dang, we wanted you to jump on board." And he was like, "No, I don't see that." But you gonna put out a commercial somehow. And it's funny because the Trump commercial goes, "Biden wants to defund the police. Listen." And they actually have a person saying, "Listen," and then you hear Biden going, "Yes." And that's it. It's like, what? Is that what you really did? You just take this nigga saying yes.
Yes.
I was like, yo.
That's all we got. That's all we got on him.
Right. It's a joke, man.
Yeah, like I said.
I need to stop, dude.
I ain't voting for nobody in fucking 2020. Murder hornets.
It's a circus, man.
Murder hornets 2020.
It's a freaking circus out there, man. So yeah, murder hornets 2020.
I might just go to the ballot and just put my dick. Just see, just like write it in like
these nuts.
Yeah. Might as well.
Right.
Shit, what we got, might as well. They can't lock you up.
Man, fuck it. Eric B for president, man.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I'm down.
I'll do that. Yo, voting day? That's a good idea.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. We
Write
need
my man's name on the ballot.
Yeah, we need to pump that
Give
up.
him a ticket. I'll sign
we need to pump
I'll co-sign it.
Yeah, we need to pump that up for real.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, Eric B for president.
2020. You know what I mean? And you know, we'll be in a better America.
Everybody gets a turntable. You get a turntable. You get a Texas 15. You get a Texas 15.
You get an SP 1200.
Yeah, for you get an SP 1200.
You know what I mean?
You get an 808.
Right. You know?
We gonna hip hop this shit.
And then at the inauguration, Rakim come out and perform "Move the Crowd."
Yo, that would be dope.
Listen. You have my vote.
Yeah, that would be dope.
He ain't even gonna tell me what his policies are. I just still vote for him.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But I think that's pretty much it, man. Did you have anything else you wanted to add before we wrap it up?
Nah, that's it, man. Just don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
And just follow us every Wednesday.
Yes,
we
sir.
Appreciate you.
Like, share, subscribe. Like he said, smash the buttons. You know what I mean? We really need y'all support. So there should be some buttons like right below us somewhere you can smash to hit the likes, the subscribes, all of that, the follows. You know what I mean? We're all over the place. YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. We are everywhere, and we're soon to be even more places. You know what I mean? So say it again.
Just like roaches.
Exactly. So yeah, man, for episode 125, this is your man, Uncle Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we're gonna see y'all next time, all right?
Peace.